Okay, this is on Brad Strong job number 55888. So our air handlers need to come up this closet, and our air handler is 21 and a half, and we've only got 21 in between these two studs here. So I'm gonna probably, I would take one of these off, this one or this one, but you're gonna have to make the attic access a little bit bigger. He said he could remove this shelf if he needs to. So if it were me, I think I would probably remove this one. Then you can put the unit kind of up in an angle, because you're going to have to get it this way and then work it around the joists. Anyway, so whether you want a lift or not, there may not be much room for a lift, but you could get one of those red lifts and put an eye bolt here and here, you know, with a chain or a piece of pipe. Or yeah, you can get a inch-and-a-half clamp and go from here. Well, anyway, you get the gist. You can somehow get a lift, you know, the chain lift up here if you needed to. But I'm gonna have to work the units back through here. And they do have this light with a pull string right there, but it gets pretty dark over here, so I'd have more lights. All right. So our new units are a lot bigger than these, but they're going to stay somewhat in the same place. So we're going to reuse the existing drain pans. They're only 50 inches long. Our new units are 53 and 5/8, but we actually only need to have one under the coil. So just make sure it's under the coil most of the way. Okay, so I will start with this one here. So we are putting in, these are different sizes right now, but Jason's putting in the same size units, which are bigger. So on this one, I have a cut line just right here. I made a little 4-inch adapter. So right now the units are sitting on this thing here, those. So just remove those and set cork pads. I'll give you 6 for each inside, then set deep unistrut on top of the cork pads long ways, and that'll get you up out of the drain pan. And then, since our unit's so much longer, it's now coming all the way down to here. I'm just getting rid of these two things, and you're going to need to recut this in. I'm going to make you a new plenum, so just get rid of that plenum. So I'm going to make these with 2-inch liner. But the 14-inch round coming off the top is now going to have to come 14-inch round back there, or wherever you can get it. And then this 10-inch round up the top. I mean, you can maybe even bring it off the side and 90 it up, but anyway, just reconnect them as you can, as you need to. So I'm going to give you a 90 for that one and a 90 for that one. And then just a little 4-inch fitting to adapt from there. So our new unit's going to be 4 inches down from here. The new units are also wider. These are 17. Our new units are 21 and a half. So this one, it kind of looks like it can just raise up and not come out too far, but it may have to come out just like an inch or so. But I did your cut line on this one is right there. On your return, it's right there. And I did that just to gain more room. So I'm gonna make an 18-inch supply or return air box. It's gonna come to right here. And you're gonna retap this 14-inch into it and retap that 14-inch into the back of it. Then our fan coil, and then a 90. This is the top view of a 90. I made a 2-inch throat just because we've got electrical coming off the top. So that's why I did that. And then I also made this a 16-inch throat right here, because we've got this 8-inch side takeoff coming off the back. So we need to tap that back in with the new 8-inch side takeoff. And then that'll come to right here, the 90. And then this duct. So reuse this as needed. It feels like this is probably 1/2-inch liner inside of it. So I'm going to put 1/2-inch liner inside of this one, but 2-inch inside of this. So I'm also going to give you some bubble wrap. So reuse this as much as you can, but pull the bubble wrap on because our new duct's bigger. Okay. Then the bottom will just come up 1 inch on these, since I'm lowering this furnace down just a little bit. Okay. Oh, okay, so cut attic access to fit new fan coils. Reuse existing 50-inch drain pans under coil. Make sure it's under the coil side. Set unit on unistrut on top of cork pads in the drain pan. Drain. Reuse the existing overflows. So you reuse these, and also just reuse these as well. Otherwise, you're going to rehook into the existing drains. I'm going to give you P-traps, but I would put your P-trap down here in the insulation and then cover it with insulation, and then just you know, here you can put the T with the red cap in the end of it if you want to clean it, but I don't think we're going to have room to go down with the wood here with the P-trap. So I'll just put just one over there. I'll just order you one. So rehook up flex as needed. Power, rehook up as is. I will give you two 2x4 cover plates, one for each box. AC, I haven't gone out there yet. Replace filters in the filter grills, so I'll have to make a list of what those are. Reuse the existing thermostats. So on the AC, they have a 3/4 inch suction line. Jason said they need to be 7/8 if we can get them. You can see down here, they go down there and then they go down an outside wall. Same with that one. I highly doubt we're going to be able to pull new line sets, but we'll assess that when we go out there. Otherwise, I'm going to give you, replace the Rubitex as needed. I'll give you 6 foot each up here. I'm going to pause this. Well, before I go up there, our units are 21.5 inch wide, and from truss to truss we have 21 because they're all doubled up. It looks like on all of them are doubled up and with only 21. So not quite sure what we're going to do here. I mean, the only thing I can see is I have to take off this 2x4 and take off one of these 2x4s, this one. Yeah, because they just doubled them up. So make sure you have a pry bar. You're going to have to take these off and then screw them back in when you're all done, or nail, whatever. But that's the only way these are going to fit in here, is if you do that. Okay, I'm going to pause this again and we'll go outside. Okay, this is on the main floor, and so if you wanted to get a lift in here, got 30-inch hallways. Then this door, you got 27, about 28 inches if you took the door off to get a lift in here. And the width, you know, 3 feet is all. So not much room to do anything, getting something in there. Okay, on the outdoor units, they're over here. It's so bright I can't see. But we're reusing the existing cement pad. So the line sets go down the outside wall, then through this rock. There's no way you're going to be able to get in there and pull a new line. So you're just going to have to reuse the 3/4 inch line set.